All right, so we're back. Part 2. Started off. All praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Call Halayim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah for letting me come back. Get this part 2 in. Stay in the spirit. All right. Lashawan Qadash. All right. Brother Shariah, we're going to go ahead and get into this thing. All right. Part 2. His name exists. His name exists. His name exists and is sacred. All right, we're gonna prove that with Exodus chapter 3, verse 13. Exodus chapter 3, verse 13. All right. It says, and Moses said unto God, Behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, what shall I say unto them? The God of your fathers hath sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, What is his name? So his name exists. He has a name, and that name is sacred, clearly, because they want to know what it is. But it wasn't just, he want to know what it is, because he want to know what it is, because they want to know what it is. So obviously the Most High at this point haven't told Moses what it is. What shall I say unto them? Verse 14. It says, And God said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel. He told them, I am that I am. So the Most High, he really, this is where Jake get their personality from. You know what I'm saying? Basically like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? That's how Jake be. You know what I'm saying? Thou worm, thou worm, Jacob. I'm not bringing the Most High down our level. I'm showing you where Jacob get his salt from. He told him, I am that I am. And that's what the Most High name means when you go into that. Because that's actually, it says Haya, but it's actually Hawa. Because when you go into the word Haya, it means to be, exist. Yah means Salakia. Yah means he. So you put that on Hawa. Hawa means to be or exist. It ain't no Haya. So you got some Israelites out there teaching his name is Ahaya. That's not his name. Because when they go into that, see, that's the thing. You gotta do it by the spirit, man, because you gotta pick the meat from the bones, man. If he said I am that I am, and we go into the Tetragrammaton, which is YHWH, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay? You got the Tetragrammaton right here. The tetragram. You got the Yah. You got the Ha. You got the Wa. And you got the Ha. You flip this thing over. Right? You can get you a chart. This is the Lashawan Qadash. Did a video about it on this by the Spirit. And this is actually the language of the heavens. You know, it may be broken, but it's the closest Hebrew. It's the purest form of Hebrew to the heavens. It's the heavens. This is what the heavens speak. They not even bring that into it. And it's proven. Esau's own scholars, so-called white man's own scholars, even proved this. And I finally can show that. This bad boy right here, this joker right here. This is the American Heritage Dictionary. Okay, and it's the 5th edition. Get you one of these and you look up the word phonetics. Now, really quick, once again, this is the Tetragrammaton. The Tetragrammaton. Right? And they actually gave that to us. Like I said, they give you that. If you pick up this Bible right here, this is a good sword, pretty good sword right here too. This is a Nelson. This is a Nelson. Okay, it's a good sword. That tetragrammaton is real. Okay, that's the Father's name. And when you translate it, it's a YHWH. So how would you pronounce that? Those letters. Okay? Now, it says, let's go ahead and get this real quick, man. Spirit got me moving this way. Let's get that word phonetics. Esau, you goddamn idiot. Phonetic. Right? Last one right there. Phonetic. That's what we finna look up. Okay? And you can find this on page 628 if you go pick up this dictionary. The American Heritage Dictionary, the 5th edition, 628. You know. It's a real good dictionary, man. It's a good dictionary. Okay. It says, of or relating to phonetics. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because this tells you what Hebrew is. This is what Hebrew is phonetics. Hebrew is a 22-letter so-called alphabet or abjad, okay? And they're trying to say now is the article I'm gonna pull out real quick too, that originally, because we teach this shows you how Hebrew is actually spoken. It's consonants. There's no vowel there's no vowel E-O-U. There's no J and there's no X. Only vowels is the A and the I. That's it. This is where Esau get the A from, because it's the I, but it's not the Aleph. It's a simple I, which is what phonetics is. Not phonetics. Well, that's what phonetics is, but that's what consonants are. Examples being a certain sound made. A single sound made, like a P would be a consonant, because how would you say a P? P, right? So that's why when you see brothers, everything is first letter A, end with A. Something A. You know what I'm saying? P-A. H-A. Y-A. Because it's ya, it's her, it's puh, it's what. And we're going to prove that. And we put the A on it to show you how to pronounce it. Because, Jake, people simple. So that's brothers just doing it like that. But you got to fill it out. You're completing it anyway, because it just wouldn't be ya, you know, but it's we're visualizing what you're hearing. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the a Y. How you pronounce a Y? Yeah. So if you wrote write out yeah. You know? But you can't use a vowel. So it wouldn't be a U. What would you have to put? Y. Because what sound does A make? A few sounds, right? You got ah, that's what Esau said. You got ah, you got ah, and you got Okay? So there you go. You put that, if you write out yeah, you're going to put an A, because it makes yeah. A makes so if you have to write out yeah, write out the sound that you hear from the one letter Y, which makes yeah. Okay, write that out. What letters you gonna put? You're gonna put YA. Why? Because to make that yeah, you're gonna have to get another word. You're gonna have to get some. You're gonna have to have a combination that makes yeah. What other letter makes What letter makes that that ending sound? A. YA makes yeah. Now let's get to it. Phonetics. Now that goes into phonetics, and when you look up this word phonetics, Esau is telling us our Hebrew is correct and his Hebrew is broke. And I got an article I'm gonna bring up. Phonetic. It says of or relating to phonetics. It says representing the sounds of speech with a set of distinct symbols. Right? So once again, phonetics is representing the sounds of speech with a set of distinct symbols. We got symbols, right? These are symbols, right? So these symbols they're saying they make sounds. We use these symbols to represent sounds. Now let's get the rest, right? Let's get the rest of these sounds. It says each designating each symbol, each designating each symbol, each individual symbol, each, because they're all individual, each symbol designating each designating a single sound. So if you wrote out, we can use what they call, I think they call it block Hebrew, but it's really, or they call it the Assyrian Hebrew, the so-called modern Hebrew. This Hebrew, right? That Hebrew. You know what that is right there? What's above my thumb? That look like an X? That's a A. That's an A. You know what we say it is? We say it's A. You know what Esau said it is? He said this is Aleph. Now, let's read this one more time. Phonetic, of or relating to phonetics. Representing the sounds of speech with a set of distinct symbols. Let me read one more time. Salakia. Phonetic, of or relating to phonetics. Representing the sound of speech, the sounds of speech with a set of distinct symbols, right? So that's a symbol. That little X looking thing, we say that's the A. That's the first letter of the Hebrew so-called alphabet or of Jod. That's a so-called A, right? That would be the A, the equivalent to the A, right? We say it's A. Esau says, the fake Jews, Amalek says, it's Aleph. Now let's read phonetic one more time. Of or relating to phonetics, representing the sounds of speech with a set of distinct symbols. Right? Each designating a single sound. A single sound. A single sound. It's single. Okay? Now I'm gonna have to pause this video because it's like this camera's about to die. So